It's still kind of strange to think that we are where we are right now, but we are 1 week away from the Super Bowl. But before we go into that, and we're facing the New Orleans Saints, as you guys can tell from the very top of the video, let's go ahead and check out that Pro Bowl roster, see if any of our guys happen to actually make the team. So here is a look at the 2019 Pro Bowl lineup. On the left is the NFC, and on the right is the AFC. And I can tell you right now, I am shocked, literally shocked, that Sam Darnold was the pick for the AFC. I mean, that is huge news for Sam. I mean, the dude better get a nice little bonus in his paycheck, but not too nice because we don't want to go over budget. But anyways, see Carson Wentz, Aaron Rodgers, Matt Ryan on the left, Sam Darnold, Blake Bortles, and Mariota on the right. Kind of surprised that like Big Ben or someone else was in here too instead of Darnold, but Darnold got QB1, which is amazing. Keep going down, Jay Ajayi, Kamara, Lamar Miller, Marlon Mack, Melvin Gordon. There's some big names here, Julio Jones, Devontae Adams. I'm actually kind of shocked that Allen Robinson got in, but Trubisky must have been balling out this season with Robinson dominating as well. Emmanuel Sanders got in there. You see Calvin Ridley, Keenan Allen, Rob Gronkowski, Zach Ertz. I mean, there's some names that I'm not really overall shocked by for the most part. A lot of big names in the offensive line for sure, especially on the AFC side. I am kind of surprised that Wisniewski got in at the 75 overall, but, you know, good for him. Keep going down a little bit, you see Little, which is great for us. Again, another Jet getting on the roster. Khalil Mack there at left end, JJ Watt there as well, Myles Garrett. I mean, there are some big dudes down there that are going to dominate the Pro Bowl. Unfortunately, we don't actually get to play the Pro Bowl or see how it pans out, but it's still kind of cool to go through and see the actual roster. We do end up having one more individual, however, and that is going to be the man himself, Jamal Adams. So not one, not two, not three, but 4 players, as Greg Zuerlein is the last guy on our team to get in. So I'm actually kind of happy. 4 Pro Bowlers, we're going to the Super Bowl, and Sam Darnold, the #1 QB in the Pro Bowl for the AFC. Who would have thunk it? And with that, we have an opportunity to go ahead and upgrade Jamal Adams as well. Again, big game coming up. I want him to play at his peak performance. So Jamal Adams, we're going to upgrade you as the hybrid. Let's see what he goes to. A 91 overall, which is good news for us. An 87 in the hybrid role. He gets +2 to awareness and play recognition, and +1 to both man coverage and to tackle. It is Super Bowl 54. We are heading down to Miami. It is the biggest game of the entire season. Everything we've done this season, all the work we put in, all the trades we made in season #1, all the work going into minicamp, the offseason, all of that led to this moment right here. We're facing the New Orleans Saints. Are running out of the tunnel right now. But everybody wants to know, can Sam Darnold go toe-to-toe with Drew Brees and lead this New York Jets team to a Super Bowl victory in the 2nd season with Coach Vini out there? Well, we're about to find out. Coach Vini's coming in 18-14 with 2 playoff wins. Can he get his 3rd playoff win here, culminating in his 1st Super Bowl in just his 2nd season? It's the opening series here on defense. Drew Brees back in shotgun. It's like Kamara's back there with him. They're going to hand it off to Kamara. Kamara's going to do the hole. Kamara slips through, and Kamara is going to bounce off multiple guys for an 8-yard run. Got a 2nd and short. This time Kamara's to the right-hand side of Drew Brees. Little fake there. We're going to try to plug the hole, but Kamara goes to the edge, but Malden says, yeah, not getting a 1st down on this one. That was a big stop there. Kamara ended up going for a loss of 2 yards, so it's 3rd down and 4. If we can stop him on the opening possession, that shows that our defense is here to play. Drew Brees drops back. He's going across the middle. He's got a guy here. We're going to see if we can get him, but Carr is going to haul that one in for a 14-yard grab. Look, we faced some really good quarterbacks in our time here at the Jets, but Drew Brees is arguably the best. I mean, this is the all-time league-leading passer in the career. I mean, this dude is a monster. He's out here with a blitz, and Spence says, give me my 1st sack in the Super Bowl. But back to Drew Brees, people can argue that Rodgers, Favre, Manning, whoever you want to put in there, Brady, of course, as well. But Drew Brees is one of the most accurate quarterbacks we've ever seen in NFL history. We've got a big opportunity now. 3rd and 19. Drew Brees can be as accurate as he wants, but if his running game is not helping him out at all, it makes our job on defense a whole lot easier. So here's Brees. Back in shotgun by himself. We're dropping all the way back. He's going to throw one to a comeback route. Smith is there, but he runs too far. He doesn't get the forward progression, and I think we got a 4th down and 2 here. So the Saints had a 1st down there, and then they basically lost it, so they were forced to punt it, and they get a really good punt, which pins us all the way down at our 6-yard line. Now look at Bryce Love says, give me the ball and let me go to work. 9 yards on his 1st carry. I'm going to give a bold prediction right now. If Bryce Love comes out here with over 125 yards rushing on the day, I got a good feeling we're going to walk out of here with the W. Now a halfback toss, Bryce Love in the open field again, making moves, and again, another big carry by the young fella. That halfback toss was a thing of beauty, and Sam Darnold's like, okay, if my running back's looking like that, his job is going to be a lot easier. Here on 1st down, a lot of people in coverage. We're going to see Sam Darnold run. He could have opted to throw it a little late. Whoa, there should be a late hit there, but the referee shakes his head and says not today, and Coach Vini's not happy about it. I mean, you saw Coach Vini there at the end. He was waving to the ref like, come over here. I just want to talk to you for like 1 second. You going to let my quarterback get hit like that? It's unacceptable. So again, Darnold back here in shot. He's got Terrell Pryor across the middle. Terrell Pryor running beautiful routes. He's transitioning beautifully to a tight end, and he hauls that one in for 24 yards. Coach Vini's drawn up a beautiful couple of play calls here. They've been working hard in practice. They've been disguised and everything. They don't want anyone, you know, pull a spy gate like the Patriots did a couple of years ago. And right now, Bryce Love is in the open field. That's where he's the most dangerous. Another big run. This is the best we've seen in the running game, and I think part of it too is that our offensive line is pretty much healthy. Seeing Greg Little get into the Pro Bowl as well is kind of a big boost for everyone. Bryce Love again back to the hole, gets about 6 or 7 there. Got second and a couple of yards now for Sam Darnold. This Jets offense again looking fantastic, but we don't want to jinx things too yet. Oh, across the middle. He's got Terrell Pryor, and Terrell Pryor's going to go into the end zone. He gets tackled at the last minute, but it doesn't matter. He holds on to it, and the Jets strike first in Super Bowl 54. So we're starting the second quarter. The Saints have driven down the field a decent amount, but they know they need to get points on the board ASAP or else it's going to look pretty bad for their, you know, emotions at least. Now, cross middle, we had a nice play. Jamal Adams sells out for that one. Doesn't work. And all of a sudden, the Saints are in scoring territory. The hard part about blitzing against Drew Brees is that if you blitz, you're more than likely going to be in man coverage. And when you're in man coverage against Drew Brees, well, hold on to your butts. This is going to get interesting. They got a guy across the middle. Williams says they're going to go to take in Junior, and he's going to pick up the first down. Now we find ourselves with Drew Brees under center, feeling comfortable. He's a perfect 7 for 7 on the day so far. Now run to Kamara goes through, and we meet him at the line of scrimmage, stopping him for no gain. 2nd and 8 now, again, still a 7-point lead for the Jets. Drew Brees got mass pass protection there. That ball is nearly picked off by Avery Williamson, his first incompletion of the day, and Vini is hyped. Drew Brees in the backfield by his lonesome now. Mass protection for him at the moment. Drew Brees is going to scramble out. He feels the pressure, and what a hit off the edge. Noah Spence with his 2nd sack of the day. Now on 4th and 17, the Saints are going to line up for a field goal here. We're going to try to get in for a block. It's going to be tough. And a little bit of pressure in. Claiborne dives. That ball is going to barely skirt in on the left-hand side, and the Saints are only down 4. And the Saints had a long drive there, but they didn't really do too much for themselves. So 4-point lead for the Jets. Trying to get things going, and Bryce Love is met with a huge hit by Davis. It's been a heck of a game so far. Darnold again trying to make sure that he does what his team needs to lead them to victory today. And we got Robbie Anderson on the streak. We're going to see if we can hit him deep. Robbie Anderson's going to be close in coverage. He has it, and it is batted away at the last second. I mean, what a play by Crawley there. Robbie Anderson had about a step and a half, and Crawley at the last second just bailed out for that one, and, well, he made the play that saved his team, possibly a touchdown. So Darnold back here again. This time Terrell Pryor throwing, but he throws it behind him. It's going to be batted away, and the Jets are going to be forced to punt it. And the Saints again have the ball. They're driving there at the 36, so about where they stalled out last time on the drive. Drew Brees has 2 guys back in the backfield with him this time. This time he goes for a little bit of a halfback screen, but he can't connect with Kamara. The Jets defense is trying to mix things up a little bit for Drew Brees. I mean, he's a veteran. He knows how to read defenses perfectly, and we're trying to throw a little bit of man, some zone, a little bit of blitz here and there, but Drew Brees still eats up this defense regardless. Drew Brees again knows he's right now in the red zone. He's got an opportunity to put points on the board, but the sack comes in big time from Avery Williamson. What a play. That was a big play over there by Williamson, and I'm so happy to see him get in there and get a sack in the Super Bowl. Now, a little play action fake. We missed completely on that. Drew Brees back again. Looking for anybody all the time in the world. He throws it, and Michael Thomas is wide open. Marcus May almost had it, but Thomas with a great play, and the Saints are on the board with a big touchdown and take a 3-point lead if the extra point goes in. One more look at it here. Michael Thomas comes through, and May a step or two too late. So the Jets offense is coming out looking to take over, and they're down 3. A minute 50 left. They have all their timeouts, and they want to make sure they put some points on the board on this drive. Now Darnold again feels that pressure. He's going to try to scramble out a little bit. Sam Darnold though is going to get brought down for a loss of 2. And that was a big sack there by Cam Jordan, leading to a loss of 2 for the Jets. Clock is still running. They didn't use a timeout here. Pressure's coming through, but they find Terrell Pryor again in man coverage, and he makes them pay. First down and 10 from our 38. Darnold's going to go back to like a halfback screen here. He's going to throw it out to Bryce Love. Bryce Love's trying to get some blocking, but his blockers don't even see the guy chasing from behind, and he's only gets 5. We're about to hit the minute mark now with Darnold moving back under center on 2nd and 5. Sam got good protection here. Looking for something. He sees Terrell Pryor again streaking. You can't cover Terrell Pryor. He's too fast, and he's going to get out of bounds. What a veteran play there as Darnold's over 100 yards passing now. That was a 32-yard gain there, and yeah, Terrell Pryor, definitely on his A game today. But whoa, Bryce Love is in the quarterback right now. It's like the Wildcat. Thomas Rawls moves in motion. Bryce Love looking for a lane. He's got it, and then he's swallowed up in the backfield, and he had pay dirt in front of him. If that back block could have been held for a little bit longer, the Jets would have probably been into the end zone now celebrating. So Darnold says, look, we got to do something. Can't hang up on that last play. Darnold sees all the time in the world. He wants to run it, but Cam Jordan says, you're not going to run on my side anymore this game. On 3rd down and 10 with 22 seconds left, we've done a good job of, eating up the clock, but we just need to get points on the board. A field goal's fine, but a touchdown would be better. So Darnold here, play action fake. Got all the time in the world. He's got a guy across the middle in Walford. He throws it and it goes in between his arms. Could have been a touchdown there. So the Jets know they should have, could have, and, could have had a touchdown there. So they're going to opt for a field goal here. Line kicks it up. This is hooking to the right, but it is down the middle just enough, and the Jets have tied it up before halftime. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 54 in 2020. It's between the Jets and the Saints, and we were all tied up at halftime, so we'll see who's the best team in the second half who can walk away with that Lombardi trophy. So we've got a tight game here, 10-10. Philip Dorsett knows he can get a big kick return here and help his team out a lot, and he goes through down to the 32. All in all, that was a great first half by the Jets. They are not favored to win this Super Bowl at all. Exactly, the Saints are actually picked to win heavily, but right now the tides might be turning a little bit, and Bryce Love says, look, give me the ball, let's keep running it, because that worked in the first half. Here we're on 2nd down and 6 after Bryce Love had a solid run. He comes out for Thomas Rawls. Good play action fake to Rawls. Pressure's coming, we go across, and this one is batted away by the safety. The main target that's worked so far today has been Terrell Pryor. Everyone else just hasn't really been the same. And a quick little pass across the middle to Robbie Anderson. One-handed grab is not going to work, and we're punting on 4th down. So after a solid punt, we have the Saints with the ball on the 28-yard line. Drew Brees again under center, hand the ball off to Kamara. We're trying to get there. Might have been a hold in that play, but the refs don't appear to see it. We actually had a pretty heavy blitz there, and for some reason, the Saints could still get the ball through. Testament to their offensive line. Now a hot blitz off the edge there does get to Drew Brees, but not quick enough, and he finds Ted Ginn. This is not exactly how Coach Vini wanted the second half to start. Right now, we didn't do anything on offense, and the Saints are, well, they're doing pretty well. So Drew Brees going to hand it off to Kamara. We're going to try to get through in the middle. We finally get a hold of him, but it's a gang tackle, and we stop him short by about a yard. The Saints offensive line has just been masterful so far in the beginning of the 3rd quarter, and we're hoping we can crack whatever formula they've got right now. Now they go to the play action fake again. We kind of sell out on it. We got a pressure coming to him. This is going deep to Marcus May. Marcus May has it. It hits him in the back as he loses track of it midair. So on 3rd down and 2. Could be a play action fake. We got a blitz out up here to try to get pressure on Brees. They end up going for a run in the backfield. We're going to hit him not once, not twice, but 3 times. And we stop him short by a yard. The Saints are actually going to punt it. No fake here. They go for a punt. And this one is going to be a pretty solid one out at the 18. If the Jets are going to win this game, they have to have Bryce Love run a little bit more here in the second half. And Sam Darnold has got to find someone else besides his tight end because that's just not working.
Holding offense.
And a holding penalty doesn't help us out much. The biggest receiver for us has been Terrell Pryor, but as of right now, we are a little bit mad considering he just got a holding penalty that brought that play back. And we got Robbie Anderson deep. Darnold's going to throw it on a run. Might be a really bad pass. It is somehow deflected and not intercepted. 2nd and a whole lot of yards for Darnold and the Jets. So here in shotgun. Darnold with pretty good pass protection. He's got a guy across the middle. Looks like in Robbie Anderson. Anderson holds on to it for his first catch of the game. I mean, there we go. We know that someone else besides Terrell Pryor can catch the ball and actually get a big chunk of yards. So 1st and 10 here in the 3rd quarter. 4 minutes left. Hand off to Bryce Love up the middle. Bryce Love finds some room, but he's chased down after 7. 2nd is short here. We've got to make sure the Saints respect the run so we can open up the passing game. Play action fake again. Feel like we've run it a lot, but this time we're seeing a big sack. 2nd one of the game for Cam Jordan. So it's almost as if we didn't gain a single yard because we're here on 3rd down and 10. We need to get a first down and put some pressure on this team. So Darnold makes that adjustment here. Stays in shotgun. Trying to stay in the pocket. He's got a guy. Can he hold on to it? Dorsett is going to hold on to it, and we got a new set of downs. What a throw, but what a better catch, man. I mean, Philip Dorsett got hit immediately after catching that, and he held on to it, which is very difficult to do in the NFL with guys hitting you as hard as they typically do. Now here's Bryce Love making some moves. Marcus Williams, where your ankles at, young fella? It is so good to see Bryce Love out here killing it like he is right now. We've given him the ball a little bit more here in the second half, and it is paying dividends for us. Now Bryce Love again with a spin move. Kill him, Bryce Love, breaking tackles. Where has this Bryce Love been all season long? There's actually been a lot of talk about should we draft another running back for Bryce Love, and I think we will, just kind of a bruiser of sorts, but Now that he's been healthy and had multiple weeks of being healthy, you're seeing the real version of Bryce Love that we drafted out of Stanford. Now that last run by Thomas Rawls was good. He had about a solid 4 or so yards, and he's staying in the game this down as well to make sure that Bryce Love can get some oxygen back because the young fella's been running a lot recently. Now across the middle again is Terrell Pryor. He's got an opportunity. Terrell Pryor tackled into the end zone again. Big time plays, making big time plays, and Terrell Pryor making moves, giving us a 17-10 lead, assuming the extra point goes in. So the Saints had one of the worst kickoff returns of all time, and they had the ball in the 7 here in the 4th quarter. Now a quick little out right here to take in Junior. The burner is going to run down the sideline, and he's tackled out of bounds at the 25. We have to imagine that on this drive here in the 4th quarter, down 7, the Saints are going to be throwing the ball a whole lot. Now Brees again, back here. Quick little dump off here to Smith, and we're going to tackle Smith after about 2. Going back to that Terrell Pryor touchdown, though, we saw something in film that the Saints really don't do a good job of, protecting their safeties and keeping them honest in the middle of the field, and so far it's paid off, but Michael Thomas just got killed. But the hope, honestly, is that now that we've split the safeties twice now with Terrell Pryor, that the edge of the, zone will be a little bit more open. Now, a quick pass to Hill's going to go for a lot more than we expected, and the Saints get another first down. Drew Brees by his lonesome, back in shotgun again. Almost in midfield now, the Saints are looking to get a big play here. Covering off the edge, we got a double blitz coming across the middle, but Ted Ginn finds another way to be open again. 5 minutes left. You can feel everyone in the stadium is standing up right now. They know this is the big drive here for the Saints. Drew Brees feels some pressure. He throws one out to the edge. He's got Roberts out here trying to tackle him, and a big hit by Marcus May, but not before the Saints get down to the 11. You're a Jets fan, it's time to get a little nervous right now because Drew Brees, he's in the zone. He's under center now with Kamara in the backfield, a single back set. Trying to get a little pressure, a little pump fake there. Kamara's going to find some room. Kamara's stumbling. Kamara keeps moving, and Kamara is down at the 1, possibly into the end zone. But I think we stopped him. This is it right here. 1st and goal. Can our defense step up to the pressure and stop the Saints from getting into the end zone? Now a good little play action fake, and we're going to sack him. David Bass with a huge one. I mean, the Saints just went from being on the 1-yard line to now being pushed back to the 10. This was a huge play, but oh, wait a second. Somebody moved. Was it the offense or the defense? Coach Vini, he's a little worried right now.
Time and time again. Start offense.
And great news for us is it's on the offense. The Saints have just made a really, and I mean really bad play. They're now down to the 15-yard line with 2nd and goal. Brees back again under center. Looks like a handoff to Kamara. Kamara's got some room here, but we're going to see Jamal Adams stick him at the 9. 3rd and goal. No chance they run it here, so we're looking for a pass from Drew Brees and company. Ted Ginn moves into the slot. Watching the tight ends. Let him check down. Goes out to the sideline. Kamara's going to catch it. He gets to the 6, but he's out of bounds. 4th and goal. This could be a huge moment in the game. 2:37 left. We have all of our timeouts, so do the Saints. And oh no, more movement. Gotta hope it's on the offense. Coach Vinny says that better be on the offense, or somebody is running forever.
Start offense.
And it's on the offense again. So with that play, the Saints say, okay, you know what, enough of that. We're going to opt to go ahead and kick the field goal. So they'll be down 4 if they make this. So if we can block it, we'll be huge. Clayborne's coming in off the edge. Claiborne dives. He almost has it. But the field goal is good. So close to changing the game. We have a 4-point lead against the Saints, who are heavily favored in this game. We can run the clock, make them use their timeouts. We'll be in a really, really good spot. But not if Bryce Love is taking hits like that. 2nd down and 6. Darnold makes an adjustment at the line. We're handed off to Bryce Love, who almost found the right gap, but he only gets about 1. Coach V knows you get a first down here, you're in good territory. We had the 2-minute warning. They helped out the Saints a little bit, but a first down here is monumental. So 3rd and 6. Darnold says, look, coach, let me make a couple of adjustments. He agrees. Got some guys here. Got a guy going deep in Robbie Anderson. We're going to try to get it up to him. Robbie Anderson streaking. Robbie Anderson catches it. Then Robbie Anderson's down at the 10-yard line with the biggest grab of the game so far. Get your popcorn ready because this just got interesting. Down at the 10. Robbie Anderson with a huge grab, burning the defense when they expected a run. Darnold with the dot. Now the ball's on to Bryce Love. Bryce Love makes a move. He does break 1 tackle, but he's dropped at the 11. And the Saints use their last timeout with 1:44 left on the clock. Even if we get a field goal here, everything's fine. We're up 7. They have no timeouts and have to go a really, really long distance. But a touchdown puts this game away pretty much. And Bryce Love says, let me get through the middle. And he's down at the 6-yard line. 3rd and goal. Will they run it? Will they pass it? There's a big decision to be made here. Darnold here in the pistol. Running the clock down as much as he can. Darnold's going to roll. Darnold's going to throw it. It's picked off by Robertson. Darnold throws a pick. The Saints have it. and they have 80 yards to go to tie this thing up or take the lead. All we had to do was run it, and excuse me, the Saints can't actually tie it up. They can only win it or basically lose it, but we had the lead. We did not have to run it, but we opted for something crazy, and it might not pay off. Drew Brees looking to spike it here after a bad play by Ted Ginn, knocking it out of bounds, and he spikes it there with 40 seconds left. 3rd down and 7. This is obviously 4-down territory. The Saints know they need a big play from their leader, Drew Brees. Darren Lee patrolling the middle this time for the Jets. Watching the multiple guys in the middle. They throw it out to the corner. It's going to be close. A play is made and it's picked off. Tremaine Johnson has it. Tremaine Johnson's going to run. Doesn't get a block from Marcus May, but it doesn't matter. The Jets are going to win the Super Bowl. No one saw this coming. From the young visionary coach, Coach Vini, the New York Jets, in their 2nd season under Coach Vini's tenure, are going to walk out with a Lombardi Trophy, an unbelievable Super Bowl. The Saints had an opportunity to come back and win it. Sam Darnold throws a pick in the end zone on a sketchy play call by Coach Vini, but the defense bailed him out with a nasty tip and then interception by Tremaine Johnson. And Drew Brees, in what could be his final season, is not going to walk out of here with the Super Bowl. And your Super Bowl MVP is Robbie Anderson. Surprisingly, I thought it would have been Terrell Pryor, but Robbie Anderson will get the Super Bowl MVP trophy, and the Jets, call me crazy, the Jets are your Super Bowl champions. And the moment they've been waiting for such a long time, in this franchise, Coach Vini brings us to the promised land. Sam Darnold puts on a show. This defense was incredible, and the New York Jets are Super Bowl champions.